do 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 do. Hello. That's funny. Alright. Welcome in. Thank you, Rex, for leaving first. Eldergoth, hello, Filler, and hello, Chris. Hope we all doing good. Today's supposed to be a pretty short stream. It's very possible that it won't work out the way I'm hoping, but I'm supposed to go to a storage unit that we have and get some of the stuff out of there so we can put it back in this house, and then we need to organize the house a little bit more. Which is exciting. A short stream, according to links, 6-hour streams instead of a 10-hour. Exactly. Okay. Honestly, that sounds fun to live in a storage unit. It doesn't seem like a bad idea. The storage unit that we apparently have our stuff at is air conditioned. I'm like, why don't we just live there? I do wonder the legality of that. I feel like it should be legal. Can't afford it? Probably. It also is missing a lot of features. I should do stuff, but Noah Samson, yay, is not. I just want to watch this video on stream. Ethan's a freak. Ethan Klein is a freak. And I'd like to see the video about him getting in trouble. So, Ethan sued Noah Samson. And, oh, that's weird that they would suggest this video. Anyway, Ethan sued Noah Samson because Ethan is like upset with being associated with like being pro-Zionist, even though he's doing nothing but Zionist things. Again, if it walks and talks like a duck, it probably is a Nazi. Just it feels like that's just to be clear. That just seems like what it is. I'd like to see how Noah handles this. Yeah, get his freak on. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny when you become a skinny person, you become a bad person. See, Filler, this is what I'm saying. All right, let's see how this works out real quick.
Hey everybody, I've got a big lawsuit update for you. It's over. Ethan Klein has dropped his defamation lawsuit against me. He filed
Wait, it was dropped or dismissed? Those are different legal words.
a motion to dismiss the case with prejudice, meaning that he cannot sue me for the claims in this lawsuit ever again. It's over. We won. I mean, kind of. We didn't really win anything. In fact, I actually lost like a bunch of time and money.
Hold on. I need to say that again. Hold on. Wait.
Hey everybody, I've got a big lawsuit update for you. It's over. Ethan Klein has dropped his defamation lawsuit against me. He filed a motion to dismiss.
He filed the motion to dismiss. I wonder if this is a PR thing.
The case with prejudice, meaning that he cannot sue me for the claims in this lawsuit ever again. It's over.
Yeah, that's why I'm like confused now. I guess we're gonna find out more in this. They were gonna 10 years are gonna give a report about psychological effects of Ozempic. Probably. Although I don't know very many people that had Ozempic, so I don't really know my own opinion of it.
We won. I mean, kind of. We didn't really win anything. In fact, I actually lost like a bunch of time and money and peace of mind and all that. But I am no longer being sued, so I guess we'll take it. This lawsuit and
I feel like he has a caterpillar living on his lip.
Legal threats.
Oh wait, is that a fake mustache? to compensate for the fact that he shaved it off?
leading up to it. I've been a massive year-long headache. I'm super glad that it's over. I can get back to just focusing on videos. And we also get to donate the money we raised for my legal defense, which after subtracting the fees should still be about $100,000. Unfortunately, right now, GoFundMe is holding the funds for review. We've given them all the information they need and we haven't heard back. It's been super frustrating. Hopefully it gets cleared up soon. And once it does,
I've used GoFundMe before. They're pretty good. I'm sure that it's just a lot of money and they want to make sure it goes right.
I'll be posting an update on community posts or maybe a video. In the meantime, consider donating to Project Sarsour, which is where the money will go. It's my friend Ahmed's project. He lives in Gaza and the money will go to help families there and a number of other projects. Anyways, so the first question you might have here is, what happened? Why did Ethan drop the lawsuit? And right now, I don't have a firm answer for that. Ethan,
I don't like mustaches. Unless they're, like, if you're gonna, like, in my opinion, mustaches either need to be the big twirly kind, like Revolver Ocelot, but not that. That's, like, not enough.
hasn't commented publicly and did not respond to my requests for comment, but now that it's been dropped with prejudice and with no confidentiality clauses, I'm able to talk openly about everything that happened, and I think by the end of the video we should have a little bit more of an idea as to how this all played out the way that it did. So first, a brief recap. In March of last year, I released this video, the YouTubers who backed a
This video is so funny. Ethan claimed that Noah used a thumbnail of him doing the Nazi salute. And it's like, no. Also, that's literally the thumbnail from your own video.
genocide. It was a response to a video from Ethan Klein called Content Nuke Hassan Piker. In that video, I
might grow one. That might be when I start going bald up here. I'll probably grow a mustache. Nazi saluting when you point, or Nazi saluting is when you point. Well, the funny part to me, again,
it was a response to a
just to reiterate, this is Ethan's thumbnail, right? And Ethan is saying that he's doing a Nazi salute here. And Ethan is known for doing Nazi salutes. So I guess Ethan would know better than any of us that that's a Nazi salute. That we didn't know it was a Nazi salute until we realized that it was a Nazi salute, that he said it. Well, that's what he's claiming, at least. That's the funniest part. Like, you're the one doing the pose. You're the one who made the thumbnail. Are you doing a Nazi salute in this thumbnail right here? Is that what's going on? You already have a substantial mustache. It's true. It's true. My mutton chops don't really qualify as mutton chops while I still have frontal facial hair. I personally, it's at the point where it's uncomfortable, so I'll probably get rid of it later.
Video from Ethan Klein called Content Nuke Hassan Piker. In that video, I highlighted a bunch of statements from several prominent content creators and used those statements to demonstrate the way that the Western media apparatus has helped to normalize Israel's genocide in Gaza. Things like atrocity propaganda, misinformation about groups resisting Israel, and Zionist historical narratives. Ethan Klein responded to the video by immediately threatening to sue me for defamation. He issued a cease and desist and demanded that I take the video down and apologize, or else he would sue me. He dedicated a few episodes of his podcast to issuing these sorts of threats.
All he has to do to avoid getting sued is...
It's wild how he's acting like he's on meth or something, but we know it's Ozempic.
Apologize.
And by the way, me saying that he looks like he's on meth, I feel like it's a form of, like, ableism. I will admit that, because, like, I know he has Tourette's, and it manifests physically, but, like, my God.
For everything he said and did. He started his second video by saying, Ethan's threatened to sue me. It's not a threat. I'm going
Whose idea was it to make his hair get dyed black?
to sue you. Noah said in his second video, Ethan's
it's the wrong shade of black.
Threatening to sue me. Have fun with that, I guess. He said, well, I'm about to have fun with it. And unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be having much fun with it.
But I kept the video up after...
His Tourette's has been getting worse the last couple of years, clearly from stress. Yeah, it's wild. You'd think that that would be enough to wake up and realize that you are hurting yourself. It's crazy. It's like, also, like, maybe he's just not smart enough to reflect. He might literally not be smart enough to understand his circumstances. some people like they talk like they're smart. Not that he does, but like they give the illusion of having a little bit more foresight than this. But you know, I had to be honest. I rewatched some of his old videos, like not from clips from other people, but literally my own archive. And I was like, you know what? This guy is definitely giving narcissistic piggybacking vibes. Like I never identified it before. Like the idea that somebody was famous and then he'd have him on. It was very Jerry Springer coded, or even like Ellen DeGeneres, like where somebody would have something weird about them and then he'd have him on and he'd be like, "Look how weird this guy is. Now, don't you love me?" kind of thing. Is it visible from his videos that it's worse? Hey, yeah, his Tourette's is definitely getting worse. No, it's absolutely getting worse. Like before, it was just like his eyebrow movements would be every so often moving around. Now it's him like sniffing. It's him bouncing around in his seat. It's him retching every so often. Like he's like unwell. Like it looks like he's like diseased, but like it's a Tourette syndrome.
Speaking with several lawyers, I felt pretty confident that I'd be able to defend against a defamation suit, and I also believe that the cease and desist was just a scare tactic, as they're commonly used, to get me to delete my criticism from the internet. The deadline passed, and I didn't hear anything from Ethan, and it seemed like everything was good, but then a year later, 2 days before the statute of limitations was up, Ethan actually filed the lawsuit. He alleged that I defamed him with 6 statements, including the title and thumbnail of my video, and various other claims that I made. He was seeking unlimited damages and a jury trial. When you get served a defamation lawsuit, you have 30 days to respond or face default. So I spent the majority of my time the next few weeks looking everywhere to find a lawyer. Just to file a reply, I was being quoted upwards of $100,000, which is obviously pretty stressful because I don't have that kind of money on hand. So I ended up
What if you can
doing a fundraiser, and I fundraised as much as I could. We got not quite to the goal, but over $100,000, which I thought was pretty good. But as the deadline approached and I started to get even more stressed out, I still hadn't found a lawyer. That's when I got in touch with Deborah Drews. Deborah Drews is an
30 days is pretty intense.
LA-based attorney who specializes in defamation law, and honestly, I owe her my life. She's an incredible lawyer, and from our first conversation, she showed genuine interest.
I'm really glad that he's promoting her name.
She was also willing to work at a major discount, which is what.
Do you think he was taking meds for it to begin with? Maybe he was, and maybe it can't be used in combination with Ozempic, and that's the whole thing. Maybe it's a risky drug if you're using Ozempic and the Tourette's thing.
Made it possible to donate most of this money that we raised. So anyways, I retained Deborah's counsel, of course, and we began working on our response. Our approach was going to be to file an anti-SLAPP motion.
For many years at the...
This guy looks like just a guy. What the heck?
The SLAPP in anti-SLAPP stands for Strategic Lawsuit Against...
You assume he was, but maybe it wasn't so... It was so severe he needed meds. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he needs meds now.
Public participation. And the statute was designed to prevent powerful people from weaponizing their resources to silence dissent from critics that cannot sustain a long-term legal battle. A successful anti-SLAPP motion can dismiss frivolous lawsuits before they even go to trial and force the plaintiff, in this case it would be Ethan, to pay the defendant's legal fees. As our work on the case progressed, we started to feel like we'd put together a pretty strong case. But then, just a few days before the filing deadline, Ethan Klein reached out to us looking to open up settlement talks. Now, at first,
oh my God.
I was
never settle, never settle, never settle, never settle. Whenever somebody reaches out to settle, it is clear they think they're going to lose. It is never charitable.
Taken aback. Ethan sued me, made me pay a bunch of money, stressed out me and my family, and now he's coming to me to settle? No, we're not doing that. That's not happening,
Good.
Especially given how strong we felt our defense was. But Deborah, in her infinite wisdom and expertise, suggested that we didn't know what their terms would be. Maybe they really wanted out of the lawsuit, and maybe their offer would reflect this, and it could be good for us. A settlement would end proceedings immediately, it would eliminate all risk, and it would free up the money that we'd raised to be donated right away. Depending depending on the specifics, that could be a pretty good deal. So we agreed to file an extension to start settlement talks. But nothing could have prepared me for what they came up with. In exchange for dropping his lawsuit, Ethan Klein wanted a public apology on my primary YouTube channel and Twitter account, pre-approved by Ethan, which would need to include a claim that he and his wife Hila have both supported the Palestinian cause. He also wanted me to remove 6 separate videos from my YouTube channel. I'm pretty
Oh my god, that's so pathetic.
sure it's all the videos I've ever talked about him in, which includes several videos that are unrelated to the claims made in the actual lawsuit. He also wanted a non-disparagement clause, which would bar me from ever publicly criticizing Ethan again. They did include a potential provision to reimburse my legal fees to be donated to a mutually agreed upon charity, so that's great, but only if my public apology included an acknowledgement that Ethan replenished these funds so that they can go to charity. So these terms were, let's just call them inadequate, hard for us to accept, so we made a counteroffer. No apology, no confidentiality, full reimbursement for all of our legal fees, no deleting any videos outside of the ones which were about the lawsuit, which we felt would become irrelevant if it was settled, and then one public statement which would read as follows. Ethan and I disagree about a video I made in response to his video Content Nuke Hassan Piker. He thinks my video says one thing, and I think it says another.
Okay, legally wise, this is very much the equivalent of, I'm sorry that you had that reaction.
Both of us believe that YouTube is a place for free expression and recognize the right to criticize each other's views. So we've decided to end our dispute amicably. Keeping it out of court frees up funds to help families in Gaza right now. We sent these terms over and didn't hear back, so we prepared to file our anti-slap motion. It was all ready to go. I was kind of excited. Honestly, Deborah cooked. But then a few days later, Ethan filed the motion to dismiss.
Okay, there you go. Jesus Christ. That's what he was avoiding. He was worried about losing his right to sue people whenever he wants.
Prejudice.
That's
that
what
was
it is.
So back to that question of like what happened, why'd he back out? Because he hasn't publicly commented and he didn't respond to my request for comment, we can really only speculate. Maybe he did have a change of heart. Maybe he doesn't want to be the one that hands out lawsuits left and right to silence critics. And maybe if he were to admit this publicly and apologize for wasting my time and money.
No. What he actually wants is to not lose his ability to threaten people with suits. If he was hit with an anti-slap lawsuit, he was smacked with that, he absolutely would be devastated because he'd feel like you neutered him.
And acting like a freak throughout the whole process, then maybe I'd believe that. But until then, I think there are more likely explanations. See, Ethan has stated publicly that his many lawsuits against smaller creators have damaged his reputation.
I don't want to be the fucking litigious asshole that's suing everybody. Like, I know what people think of me. I know what people say about me.
Okay, those little ticks, for the record of people that don't know, those little sniffs and the eyebrow thing that's going on here, these things are Tourette's symptoms. These are not actually him like having a runny nose. These are not him being sick. These are symptoms of his Tourette's, and they've been getting worse as his popularity has been dwindling down. It's kind of wild, and I'd like to know more about like why it's happening this way.
His reputation.
I don't want to be the fucking litigious asshole that's suing everybody. Like, I know what people think of me. I know what people say about me. I'm not a moron. I know like the consequences of doing all these
they were not one of his ticks. They literally became like he adopted it.
Lawsuits and stuff.
The biggest backlash so far came very recently when he was criticized by a prominent
criticized with air quotes and also very lightly. I did not like Charlie's attempts to play high and mighty on this. He did not beat, in my opinion, he did not beat the centrist allegations for me. That was very disappointing. I just want to voice that.
YouTuber Charlie of the channel Penguin Zero, he criticized Ethan's lawsuits, and these videos got millions of views.
Ethan, of all people, should be very familiar with how defamatory lawsuits can be exploited by those with a lot of money. He was the guy that always fought on the right side of these kind of battles. And now in this case, I really think he's lost his way in that regard.
You know, if that video was one of the things that helped him convince him to dismiss it, that'd be great. But also, the more I analyze it, the more I think that Ethan just was afraid of the anti-slap.
Just lost a lawsuit against the streamer Denims. He sued her for copyright infringement, and the ruling on this one was just brutal. The judge ruled against Ethan while citing his own previous case of defending against a frivolous copyright lawsuit. It wasn't until both of these events that Ethan began offering to drop his defamation lawsuits, in exchange for an apology, of course.
If Ian would issue a genuine apology, I'd probably think about dropping the lawsuit. And honestly, the same is true of Noah Samson. If he just issued like a heartfelt apology, I'd probably consider dropping it.
And there's another part to this that I think is worth discussing, which is how Ethan's reputation has also taken hits due to his support.
He has a lawyer that is insane and willing to lie to him. Like I've watched his lawyer talk. His lawyer is like saying things. And it's like Ethan is like putting himself in an echo chamber. And this is, again, why I think it's important to not surround yourself with people that agree with you all the time. Because I really think that he's like, oh, you want to pay me to do this thing? All right, I'll do it. Just give me the money and I'll make sure it's done.
Israel. According to him, this perception has ruined some of his personal and professional relationships.
From a professional perspective, our entire lives are ruined. Collaborations, partners, business partners, employees, creators, friends.
If you look at
that is funny and relevant, and also there's a function I can do to make it so that when people post YouTube links that they play like automatically on my stream. I like that idea a lot, but I know it gets exploited. I've seen it get exploited.
Mr. Hutz, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer just like you.
Good for you, son. If there's one thing America needs, it's more lawyers. Can you imagine a world without lawyers? Oh.
For the record, I like lawyers. But I like to argue a lot.
At the trends and views and subscribers, there's been a demonstrable drop since October of 2023.
I don't even think it was just October 2023. I would like to see the numbers a little bit better. That's interesting. I would like to know the exact date this is, because I wonder what Ethan said. Because I do know that Ethan, they canceled the thing he had with Hassan, Leftovers. I liked that show. It was good. It was entertaining, especially because I did see Ethan as a centrist left person. I still see him as a centrist left person, for the record. I think that he's just victim to propaganda. I wonder if he's more a victim to the propaganda than Jerry Seinfeld. I recently was reminded of a clip when he did an interview for the B movie where he cried, and I realized that the type of crying he did was fascist crying that I forgot completely that fascists do, where they feel so much pride in their country that they start crying, and it's pure emotion brain monkey logic. It's really strange. Wait, how would uploading pre-episodes save money if revenue is down? Maybe every time he hits the button, he spends a lot of money on it. I actually feel like pre-recorded episodes would be more expensive because it's more effort and time.
Fans of H3 are leaving and have spoken about the sort of rampant Zionism in that community. Apparently, even just wearing their merch now has an explicit association with...
Can I just say, I've seen Hassan, when he was trying to groom Ethan into watching him, I've seen Hassan wear this exact hoodie. It's just so goofy. I've never liked this aesthetic. I don't know...
with the state of Israel. At one point, Ethan may have thought that suing me for criticizing...
It is. It's so ugly. I would rather wear a skimpy outfit in public than that.
About Israel could change this public perception.
I'd love to see you reason out in a court document about how I and Mudahar support genocide. I really look forward to that.
But somewhere along the line, he must have realized that this strategy wouldn't work. When he got the chance to prove me wrong in front of a judge, just like he wanted, He folded. He backed out at the last minute. So here we are. So anyways,
Again, I personally think he was scared of the anti-slap. And I think that's the anti-slap. If it worked, it would have defanged him. It would have been enough to make it so that he could not continue doing what he wanted to do. He wants to scare people into not talking about him. And if you defang him and make it so that people are allowed to talk about him, you're just going to open the floodgates. Everyone is going to talk negative about him. Even the people that are like not saying anything right now, you're going to give them a permission slip to do something.
super glad this is all over. Ready to get back to making.
How can she
regular
slap?
videos.
I don't know.
I'll
Is that
update
a
everyone
reference to a
with
song?
Post as soon as I can about the GoFundMe situation once that's cleared up. I
But I'm
appreciate
so happy
everyone
for
who has
him.
supported me throughout this whole ordeal, including those who have contributed to the fundraiser and the many creators who were kind enough to join in on the fundraiser stream. That was super cool. And once again, huge shout
I did watch the fundraiser stream for the record.
out to my lawyer, Deborah Drews, and her firm, Drews Legal. She genuinely saved the day. If you have any legal troubles in the vein of this case, her firm may be interested down the line, so hit them up. Okay, that's it. We're done. Done talking about Ethan Klein.
I hope so. Yeah, petty little tyrant. Exactly. Alright, cool. I'm not the only one who understands what's going on here. Honestly, I feel like he should still be victim to or subject to slap or anti-slap procedures, because like that is ridiculous. Reference to a video of a reality show of a woman slapping a man. Oh, okay. Interesting. An old clip from an Indian game show. Got it. Okay. Hold on. There was something in here that I wanted to archive. It made me realize that I don't have it and I need it. Oh my god, not shorts. I did not click shorts. At least I don't think I did. You know, I kind of want to watch the clip over to see if I did. Where is it? There it is. I wanna get this. Because this one, this is kind of, you know, I actually saw a video recently of a woman who who's like pro-Zionist and stuff like that. Like she was saying that they did too good of a job talking about the Holocaust, and they think that when they say they did too good of a job, that they feel like they taught Americans incorrectly. This is their way of saying it. They taught Americans incorrectly that when they say never again, they mean for everyone. It should be okay for Jews because of what they experienced. It's like, what the heck is wrong with you? I just can't. I can't believe how brazen Zionists are. Alright, I'm archiving this. I might have downloaded this already. I don't know. It's a good video. That wasn't a woman that was Obama's advisor. Right. That was her. You know who I'm talking about. Oh my god. She's crazy. The Zionist lobby has lasted too long in the United States. And the crazy thing is, like, I'm glad that, like, this position that I have, that I've had for a long time, is actually, like, becoming more mainstream. I never really said much about it on stream because I've always been anti-Zionist, pro-Palestinian, ever since like high school, when I actually saw there was a history event where Israel started doing their genocide in like 2008, maybe 2009. No, I think it was 2008. It was sometime during that time period, and I remember like being like, "Oh wow, no, that's bad," and that was like the first time I became aware of it. I'm glad that it's becoming more common because Israel's like, no, we should be allowed to do this, and everyone's like, what? You redeemed a video in live chat. All right. By the way, the free redeem button, the reminder that you can do a free redeem, is a sort of redeem for you. By the way, it's a nice way to put in the notification. I declare bankruptcy. Yes, there you go. You didn't learn about the situation well after. Oh, is that true? Interesting. They do keep it secret. Again, an event had to happen for me to be aware of it, and I'm very fortunate that I had a good teacher at the time that he wanted to be as centrist as possible, but the way he articulated what was happening made me identify, okay, Israel is really messed up. And he's such a, I have to be honest, he's a loser, the person who told me about it. But when I say loser, I mean, like, he has, like, no charisma whatsoever. And, like, it's very clear that he feels socially awkward by being a teacher in general. But, like, I would love to reach out to him to say thank you for the way you discussed Israel, because it really did help open my eyes at an early age. Yeah, he had zero riz. Oh, get rid of that.
Are you sure? क्योंकि ऐसे लगता है ये लोग bad hairdo convention के लिए आए हैं. What the
I can't believe you're getting me to watch a live leak video.
f is it with this stupid sideburns of yours? Are you in some sort of a time capsule 60s में पहुंच गए हो? What is it with those faces? What are you doing? What is that? These guys don't have tongues? No, really, they can't talk.
Fabian, wanna say something? No.
क्यों? देख के ही फट गई. Idiot. क्या है यार? These guys have no life in them. I'm telling you guys something, you'll have absolutely no reaction.
Oh my god. They did the cut. They did the thing where they do an out of sequence cut.
Okay. I guess I'm done.
I think she's supposed to be some kind of dominatrix, because like she looks like she's wearing a costume.
Thanks guys.
Isha, I think तुम इन दोनों को अपना challenge क्यों नहीं दिखा देती?
There's not one word coming out of their mouth.
Actually, the thing is that we don't want to talk with you, actually.
Why don't you go and f*** off then?
You go. How can you slap? How can you slap?
Mad or what, bloody?
How can she slap? How can she slap me?
How can you slap, bloody? Fucker!
Oh god. Oh my lord.
How can she slap me?
You bastard! How did you enter? I'll fuck your face right now! You fucking bastard! I'll fucking kiss, bastard! Motherfucker, banshee!
You know what? You might laugh at the how can she slap thing. I'm more so laughing at the fact that everyone ganged up on him.
How can she slap me, sir? How can she slap me? How can she slap you?
I do think that she crossed the line by slapping him. I do think that she crossed the line. His response should not have been to hit back. His response should have been, like, to cry foul to them for that. Because, like, that seems like that would be a violation of some sort of terms of agreement for appearing on this show. Well, you know what? I can't say that I wouldn't hit him for hitting her, because I'm reflexive. I will hit a guy who will hit a girl, and if people join in on that, I will be glad for that. Like, that's actually like my mentality, so
तू अपनी बहन को यहाँ भेज अपनी बहन को, बहन के लौड़े, तेरी औकात नहीं कुछ करने की, मादरचोद भोसड़ी का, बोले है क्या बहन के लौड़े?
I wonder how it ended, like for that reality show. I wonder if there's any follow up. Simps, no. Okay, yeah, no, this is not the logic that you should have. These are incels watching this. Yeah, these are all incels right here. Also, bunch of numbers at the end of the name. Don't trust those, ever. The epitome of simps. Like, these people that are like, oh, these are simps. Again, Thank you for showing me this video. I'm gonna archive it. I don't think I've ever seen it. I say I don't think, but I might have repressed the memory. Would you hit a girl who hit a girl? Sexist. I'm not in general. I'm only violent against other people that are violent against people that are not in a position to fight back. Most of the time, my default disposition is to restrain or prevent harm. Grifters complain about that the new Batman movie is too woke, but I'd give them one thing. The new Batman movie is too woke. What the heck are they talking about? Never trust numbers, they were invented by Persians. True. I think Batman does a better job calling out Bruce's privilege than the new movie. The new movie, Catwoman just says the thing out loud. That movie did not feel woke-coded at all. Unless they're talking about Commissioner Gordon being black, in which case the only thing I think about that is that guy is a weird actor. I felt like I was watching a Jordan Peele sketch. Key and Peele. Lego Batman. I've heard a lot of people promote that. I kind of want to watch that at some point. Okay, can I just say I hate this naming system? YouTube's algorithm sucks. The ice shooting is insane. Yeah, that's a great alternative title. I understand what they're doing. They're gaming the YouTube algorithm, but you know what? You can't really say that ice killed a guy. Can you? I'm not saying they're right. I'm reverse nitpicking where a single thing you two agree with. No, that's fine. No, I understood that. I don't know if you understood that. I understood that. Is that Batman right there? Oh, it is. Okay. What a coincidence. It's Catwoman. Yeah, you can't say Elon Musk killed kids. Also hate the fact that YouTubers change their titles about 2 hours after initial upload because it helps with the algorithm for some reason. That also was really messed up. I agree. That is another thing that really messes it up. Also, is it so tough putting her in cat ears? Do we need 2 movies just for cat ears? I don't have an opinion on this. Do you want the characters to look as, like, I guess you know what? Batman's already wearing the bat ears, right? So why not have them wear the cat ears? Although I did like in The Dark Knight Rise or whatever, I don't even know what the title is. I did like that Catwoman kind of doubled as Batgirl, and like the ears were her goggles. I like that little, like, it felt like wordplay. I like what they did there. Yeah, it's definitely A/B testing. What I hate about it, Chris, is that it ruins my ability to find the video. And sometimes when I archive it, I'm like, wait, no, I like the other title more. And I'll actually go through the effort of finding the original title of that video. Isn't it weird how Dark Knight Rises was such a wrong move, but they got Catwoman right? I agree entirely. I'm glad you see it that way as well. Like, I feel like that was the one thing that I really liked about that movie was, in fact, Catwoman. You think only Halle Berry Catwoman got it wrong? Yeah, that was definitely a very weird one. That one, to this day, I don't really understand what they were thinking with that one. Like, I like, it almost felt like Harley Quinn logic. Like, they were trying to appeal to Harley Quinn fans with the Catwoman, but, like, it didn't work. Yeah, so I liked that. Poorly aged 2000s commercials. I love this kind of thing, so I'm gonna look at this real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. You posted something too, Filler. I forgot about that. You love Dark Knight Rises, but hindsight, there's so much stupidity in that movie. I liked it. I was disappointed in, like, when I saw, but around the point that I saw Scarecrow appear again in Dark Knight Rise, that's when I started thinking to myself, oh, wait, hold on, Joker could have been in this movie. And then I started wondering, like, how would he have been in this movie? And then I started getting irritated by that, especially because I realized that there might have been a theme with what was going on there. Like with the, I don't remember Ra's al Ghul's community, like, in, like, court, like, the concept of courts, like, Dent is, like, a lawyer, the Scarecrow might have been the judge, maybe the Scarecrow was a different lawyer, maybe Joker would have been the judge, like, these are roles that I would have seen it in. Heath Ledger was dead. I know, I don't like that. I don't like that logic. I get it. They were worried that people would be like, oh, they can't live up to the mantle. I think it would have been fine, you know? I might be a little crazy, though. I'm going to scroll up to find Filler's post. I know Filler posted something in here that I ignored last time. That I didn't mean to ignore because I completely forgot it existed. Hold on a second. Where did you put it? Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate that I don't know the shortcuts. Oh wait, did they change it? Oh, okay. I think they changed the filter in, oh, there you go, I found it. I think they changed the filter in, settings in Discord, and that threw me off. I thought I didn't memorize them, but... Sorry, let me read what you guys are saying. I'm sorry about that. Don't forget, the Joker was an active player in Nightfall, the original Bane arc. I think someone who could have lived up for it, and unlike recasts in the same continuity. They already did that in The Dark Knight, fun fact. The girl who gets killed in The Dark Knight was played by a different girl in the first movie, which actually was upsetting for me. Because I wanted both characters to be played by the same person, but if they were already doing it... Having so many Heath Ledger ripoffs, after the credits scene, the Batman removed the Heath Ledger ripoff. Wait. Oh, they actually removed it? Oh, wait, yeah, no, you're right. No, I remember, it is a deleted scene. Wait, did they actually... It was actually part of the movie and they removed it? I actually need to check my copy of the movie, I didn't realize that. I think they had to explain why the Joker was a different person. It'd be okay if it was a canon with multiple Jokers. Well, they hadn't established that yet, as a concept. Find it off-putting, that's just a different guy, why are we acting like nothing's changed, yeah. In Batman Beyond cartoon, there's a gang of Jokers, yeah, exactly. Like, I do think that is, like, realistic, too. Like, these incels that are, like, saying that all the men are simps and whatnot, right? Like, there are people out there that adopt the psychology of others because they are weak people themselves. And I could see that happening with a Joker archetype. You don't remember the first movie because it was dull? I didn't like it either. My brother loves that movie. I think it's too slow. I hate origin stories. I hate knowing where it's going to go before it happens. And then it's like, oh, after all this buildup, let's have a little bit of payoff and then it's over. The Dark Knight was much better because the pacing was just like phenomenally good. There's only one problem with The Dark Knight, in my opinion. That's the audio mixing, and that includes ADR scenes where they just have randomly the Joker say, "You'll find Harvey Dent there," when Batman's listening to telephone calls in his headset or whatever, and then he goes and finds the bullet, which is like it has a fingerprint on it for some reason. Like a bullet fragment. Sorry. What is this? I don't want to watch all of their scenes. Gotham's not Joker is weird because he's a combination of every Joker. I think making Bruce scared of bats is really weird. I don't. I think it tracks. There's a psychology for that. There's a form of sometimes people develop an erotic fixation on their phobias. I think about it. Didn't that happen in Joker 2019? Not really. Maybe the sequel movie. This is the scene you mentioned, the Falcone one. That's money you can't, or power you can't buy. Yeah, that's a good scene. All right, hold on. I'll just look at this for a little bit, just a little bit. What? Oh my God, it's a whole playlist. It's a whole playlist. It's so funny that they couldn't call this guy Joker. But this show is weird. This show is like, I've not watched it ever because it's the vibes are, it reminds me of that Disney show where, what is that Disney show called? I want to call it Ever After, but it's not. It's a Disney show where they have like all of the cast of Disney princesses, like there's Captain Hook, and then there's Cinderella, and then like they're all like characters in the same universe. I do know what that form of complex is, but I don't want it on Batman. Oh, you don't want it on Batman. Okay. You like it better with him watching Zorro? You know, I like combination of him watching Zorro, but they don't have the rights to Zorro, I'm guessing. Zorro's an interesting character, isn't he? You didn't even see Joker 1 because you thought it looked... I liked it. You should check it out. It's a good movie. I think that it does a great job discussing what incels are. I know the show you're on about, but I don't know the name. Yeah, it's some Disney show. I'm gonna Google it because I'm gonna go crazy. Disney show with live action all Disney princesses and Hook. They are hot. Will that work? Once Upon a Time. Thank you. That actually worked as a Google search. Joker 2019 is popular and therefore bad. No, I understand. I am a hipster, and I personally, I think that Joker 2019 is a very interesting movie in the sense that, like, it definitely has its popularity, but I think that you can walk away with it from two perspectives. You can either glorify the Joker from watching it, or you can be like, wow, that's an accurate representation of how to make a murderer. And either way, I think it's a good movie. I think him being scared of bats is okay. It's a constant bizarre thing the movie does where Batman kills people over and over, rationalizes to himself that his hands are clean because it doesn't have any consistency with how he truly kept his hands clean in the sequel. He does do that, you're right. That is also pretty bad. You're right.
Nice hat. Where'd you get it?
Depop.
How can you hear him?
Perfect. Next.
Doesn't this look like Once Upon a Time?
Mr. X.
Yeah, theater kid Joker.
A little to the right. Okay, that's the spot. Perfect.
How else will you know it's a New York clone?
With the spare? Oh! I know.
Yeah, it definitely, he wants to be Heath Ledger. He's doing a little bit of it's unfortunate they won't let him be Joker.
Aaron.
Okay, that's kind of funny how it's cut. Stops here, and then you know where he sprays next. Cut.
Aaron. Would you kindly?
It feels like he's trying to be edgy. I think that's another thing. Like, I feel as though the Joker isn't really trying to be edgy. He's trying to be funny. And his style of humor is, it should be a little bit effective. I do think that like when Heath Ledger's Joker is holding Rachel and Batman demands that he let her go, and he's like, very poor choice of words, and he lets her go. Like, that's a form of funny, and there's multiple instances of that. That's the kind of thing that I think needs to exist. This show does the multiple Joker things. I do think, yeah, I think I've heard about that. They had difficulty knowing how to push him off the building? You never got the appeal of Jack Nicholson's Joker? I like Jack Nicholson's Joker because it reminds me of actual narcissists that are, like, dangerous. Like, I feel like you could compare Donald Trump with Jack Nicholson's Joker pretty cleanly. I am old. Well, it's not just that I'm old. It's like I'm like targeting a certain psychology. Well, yeah, that's true too. I was definitely alive when that movie was out. His brother Jeremiah apparently plays out like the earliest Joker, where he's calm and calculated. Interesting. Oh, wait, they're siblings? Jerome, Jim, and then there's a Jeremiah? Where are you? They're identical twins.
It's free.
Oh my god. This is a Jerome-only space. Oh yeah.
That's my new.
Hello, brother.
Oh my goodness.
So
they're doing the thing. I think it's funny when they have to film these shots where they have air quotes twins standing right in front of each other, and they have to like stand like this.
how you been? Oh, you look great. To think I used to.
Oh, that was actually a pretty good Heath Ledger Joker laugh, which they cut from the movie, I think. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of it a different laugh. They cut one of the best laughs from the. There's a trailer sequence that I love of Joker laughing, and they cut that from the movie, not his like the full-fledged laugh, not the one that's in the interrogation scene, but like when he's in the semi-truck, he starts laughing in a really cool way, in my opinion. But they changed that in the movie.
How you been? Oh, you look great. To think I used to be the handsome one, right? How'd you find your way through the maze? Oh,
Okay,
bro.
I feel like when he says to think I used to be the handsome one, I think the Joker would still refer to himself as handsome. I think that is a trait that he would have.
Not look the same anymore, but we still think the same. Plus, he used to draw those stupid things all the time as a kid.
There is something funny about the fact that he's not allowed to be Joker.
I paid attention. Hey, Hathead. Take Crane, find Jimbo
Mad Hatter's power is that he's a pedophile.
and his bearded sidekick. Kill them.
So is this show like the high school fanfic of Gotham City?
I've been waiting for this moment for 15 years. Ever since you ran away in the middle of the night like a coward. You're insane. Yeah. And I tried telling Mom, but she didn't want to listen to me.
Tried telling Mom.
You blame me for...
Yeah, but I know it takes place when Bruce is young, but like it's almost like I personally think that Batman's existence creates these supervillains. I feel my perfect version of Batman is that he's the disinfectant that kills 99.9% of all germs, and then that 0.1%, the super germ, starts spreading, and he has to adapt or die. Yeah, this is way ahead. Like, they're already costumed characters.
Everything that's gone wrong in your life, but the truth is, Jerome...
This raises too many questions.
So you were born bad?
Again, it feels like a fanfic. Like a fanfic where Harry Potter is a detective and also a vampire, and he plays Metal Gear Solid on the weekends with his friends.
Born bad, huh? So that's why you made her think that I tried to kill you.
I felt like Gordon was the main character of the show, at least for the seasons I saw. Liked how he played Gordon. It's funny because we're getting multiple Jokers, but no Batman yet. Yeah, that is... I get it. Like, the villains are definitely one of the most interesting aspects of Batman, but I feel like this is not the way I would do it.
Right. Yeah, we both... What was it again? What was it? I put a blade to your throat. No. I tried to light you on fire. We both know you wanted to. Yeah, that was a funny story, wasn't it? Okay.
He's definitely doing a Heath Ledger impression. I kind of wish that he could do his own thing. I don't know if it was his own idea to do this or if the producers wanted it. I don't know what I would want for this type of TV show.
Maybe it didn't happen exactly like that. But I didn't have a choice and I was right.
I also like the idea of Batman's villains being a foil of him. Like, Riddler's really smart, Batman's really smart, Two-Face, it has extremes response to certain things. Like, it's just, or, what's a good example of this? Hold on. Like, they all seem like they have similar trauma. Penguin is a great example, in my opinion. Like, they both have very similar, their parents aren't there anymore, and then they both took different paths type thing. How does he play the guy in the Star Wars game? The Star Wars game.
You killed her mother.
Oh, is he the actor in the Star Wars game that is like it's a giant open world Star Wars game? Yeah, Mr. Freeze is like perpetually mourning. They're all, in my opinion, Batman's villains. They start as gangsters. He deals with that. He creates the super germ, and then those super germs are weird reflections of himself. And if I was to design a comic book, a story with Batman, I would actually start with the gangsters, which would be boring and slow, and then like the supervillains would appear, and then he would have to deal with them, and each one is like a trial of his own psychological state, but they're not actually coping with it. It's him like beating them up still, and then eventually those guys will all team up together at the very end and try to deal with Batman, and Batman finds closure in defeating them all in some way. Like that, like if I was to do some sort of arc like that, I would do something like that. I would even probably call it Arkham, but like spell it like Arkham, Pigham, Ark. Can't think about that last part.
She did deserve it, though.
You forgot that about the cowboy Star Wars game, didn't you?
That whore hid you away. She gave up on me.
I don't really want to see the Batman Begins clip. Since I'm skimming around, I'll go ahead and check it. Hold on. Because I do think that this is a good way to build up the Batman. I don't like hot dogs. You give him enough hot dogs, you build Batman. Is he okay? When they stop working out, they look like they have cancer.
You're taller than you look in the tabloids, Mr. Wayne. No gun. I'm insulted.
By the way, this guy feels like a cartoon character too. I think they did a good job with that. You will see me pause a lot during this because it is a movie clip.
You could have just sent a thank you note.
I didn't come here to thank you. I came here to show you that not everyone in Gotham's afraid of you.
Only those who know me, kid. Look around you. You'll see two councilmen.
ADR! I hate Christopher Nolan's ADR.
A union official, couple off-duty cops, and a judge.
I feel like they didn't do enough with this unique-looking judge.
Now, I wouldn't have a second's hesitation in blowing your head off right here and right now in front of him. Now, that's power you can't buy. That's the power of fear.
Fear.
I'm afraid of you.
He's supposed to look like he's not in control of his life, so he's supposed to look somewhat homeless. This is like Harry Potter has messy hair kind of thing.
Because you think you got nothing to lose, but you haven't thought it through. You haven't thought about your lady friend down in the DA's office. You haven't thought...
This is great. I feel like this scene is him creating Batman.
About your old butler. Bang! People from your world have so much to lose. Now you think, because your mommy and your daddy got shot, you know about the ugly side of life, but you don't. You've never tasted desperate.
He's a bit like a grown-up version of his child self in The Empire of the Sun. Yeah, I can see that.
You're Bruce Wayne, the Prince of Gotham. You'd have to go 1,000 miles to meet someone who didn't know your name. So don't come down here with your anger, trying to prove something to yourself. This is a world you never understand, and you always fear. But you don't understand.
Like this guy's woke now.
All right.
Stock punch sound effect. Hold on. That one.
Yeah, you got spirit, kid. I'll give you that.
That's like a punching sound effect you'd hear from a Flash game.
More than your old man, anyway. In the joint, Chill told me about the night he killed your parents. He said your father begged for mercy. Begged. Like a dog.
See, that's where he becomes a bad guy here, because he gave him good advice, and now he's just twisting a knife in a wound. So I definitely think, like, if I was to think of the Joker as a foil for this, I would think that it's just like Joker deciding to just, like, take the world down with him at the same time, whereas Batman decides to focus on what he perceives to be the cancer of Gotham City. But yeah, that's me. Let's do did Saddam Hussein do 7-Eleven? I think that's great.
For years, the United Interstates of America has peddled their belief that the former Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein...
Weird how this movie scene hit shot so similar to a scene in Tokyo Godfathers. Yeah, I love Tokyo Godfathers. That's like one of my favorite anime movies. Satoshi Kon is great. Was great. Amy's dead. I'm glad he complained about that one guy ripping off his work. I forget what his name is. Director of anime AI.
Hussein is somehow responsible.
The one where Bruce wanted to shoot Joe Chill. There's a few scenes. I just think the aesthetics are there, but also, are you thinking about the scene with the where the waiter like aims their gun?
Responsible for the tragedy that is the 7-Eleven gas station franchise. They even went as far as presenting evidence at the United Stations that Saddam possessed weapons of gas destruction and had coordinated 7-Eleven with the infamous Audi national Osama bin Laden and his terrorist organization, Al-Qaeda. These claims, of course, were later used to justify America's prolonged war on terror, a controversial conflict that...
I have not seen Cars yet because it's Toy Story, Cars, Brave Little Toaster, they're all like in the same universe, and I just like my brain can't fathom how it works, and I hate that. I can't let go. You're not saying, oh no, I'm not, I understood you weren't saying that.
Totaled millions of cars in Middle East countries such as Iraq.
You can say that. I have that one guy, Pearlman from Pearlmania, also crashing out with Phil DeFranco in Pearlmania. He loves the Cars movie with his son.
Afghanistan and even Iran and Pakistan.
It's pronounced Iran.
While some celebrated this war as being an end to the autocratic Saddam.
You think so? I don't think the first Toy Story was, and neither was Brave Little Toaster. But Cars, maybe. I'm saying all those together because they're like all like in the same universe, and Brave Little Toaster is made by the same guy who made Cars. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. The way I said that was very botched. I meant to say you really think that Cars is trying to sell toys. I guess you might be right about that. I believe you.
Regime. Others say it caused damage to the frame of America's image. Damage that not even the best of mechanics could fix.
Dad,
I kind of want this guy to get a better mic.
But is any of this true?
Oh, that's funny.
Did Saddam
that's extremely cute. The sensor bars being tire scratches.
Hussein have a stockpile of weapons of gas destruction? Is he responsible for 9/11? Was the war on Tyre justified? Or are the conspiracy theorists
Sure, I'm gonna stick with my
Tucker
Blue Yeti.
Carlson correct? Was 7/11 an inside job? While many vehicles in the world
Oh,
of
God.
cars believe that the United Interstate
That's horrifying looking to me.
of America is a bright, beaming LED headlight of democracy, the reality is, it is a nation very much steered by oligarchs. Although its publicly traded stock exchange, the NND 500, is the largest in the world, America's fuel
I think you're right. I'm so put off.
economy is largely dominated by two massive oil and gas companies, the Twin Powers. Divided geographically,
The Twin Powers?
the two regions, these Twin Powers have total monopolies over all gas stations in their respective territories. In the southern United Interstates, you have the South Power, Dynaco, owned by the immensely wealthy and influential Dynaco dynasty. The other major oligarch
It must be.
that makes up the North Power is Eve England's richest
Maybe it's
car
like horsepower.
and self-made billionaire Sir Miles Axelrod, who controls the Axelrod Industries conglomerate. Now, it's no secret that Saddam Hussein and the Twin Powers have had a series of contentious fender benders in the past. In the 80s and 90s, Saddam had dreams of combining the world-famous sodas of the Gulf Coast countries on the Caribbean Peninsula with Middle Eastern oil to form a
It's funny how like they give up on some puns, but
United Muslim gas station franchise that could potentially be the largest in the world. However, these attempts were thwarted by the Twin Powers, who funded Saddam's arch-rival, the Ayatollah of Iran, during the Iran-Iraq War in the 80s.
oh, Iram.
Severely limited the speed of Saddam's ambitions. They also lobbied the United States to form a global convoy to fight Saddam when he attempted to invade and take Kuwait's soda and oil reserves in the Big Gulf War.
I'm glad that they keep showing the big gulp to remind us that it is a pun.
Drunk on their success of driving back Saddam's forces and their victory over the USSRV in the Cold War, the oligarchs of America became obsessed with their own horsepower. It was in this unchecked oligopoly where deadly car sins such as speed, rust, and corruption became rampant in the United Interstates. And what tends to happen sooner or later in corrupt, oil-rich nations?
Corrupt?
That's right. Outside attempts.
Oh my god, human hands! Human hands!
Oil change. On a July 11th morning in the early 2000s, the Twin Powers were hit with a massive tire attack. Using covert tire networks in the United Interstates, Al-Qaeda launched thousands of simultaneous gas stations called 7-Eleven that completely carjacked America's fuel economy.
It raises way too many questions. You know, this just reminded me of Thomas the Tank Engine, I think. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Let me just get this image real quick. It reminds me of Thomas the Tank Engine because, like, Thomas the Tank Engine, if you know what they look like it raises all sorts of questions, like, what does Thomas the Tank Engine actually look like? And then, like, you find stuff like this on the internet. Like, I guess this is what they look like on the inside. Like, there's something really weird. It raises just too many questions about their existence. I don't understand it.
With cheap gas and an excellent selection.
That's because Thomas the Tank Engine takes place in a dystopian post-apocalyptic fascist society where you're forced to be inside of a car. That makes sense. Or, I guess it's a car.
Beverages, 7-Eleven caused an immediate collapse.
I think you're right. I think they also, in the books, they use the N-word.
Of the South Power and the North Power's stock price. It wasn't long before there was a large pile-up crash in the NND 500 due to 7-Eleven siphoning billions out of America's fuel economy. At first, Dinoco was a 7-Eleven denier and tried to blame the crash on third-quarter drops in jet usage. But Trucker Carlson was quick to point out that jet fuel futures can't cope.
Okay. I don't think he would be a truck.
Financial meltdowns.
Only Cascade Platinum.
It's like when Ben Shapiro goes to Home Depot. I hate that I'm getting car ads right now. And for this big one. Anyway.
From their experience fighting in the Gulf War and the disruption 7-Eleven had caused to the gas industry, American intelligence at the KIA believed this had to be the work of a vehicle who possessed weapons of gas destruction. Saddam Hussein. Believing that Saddam had coordinated 7-Eleven with infamous terrorist Osama bin Laden.
They had to censor one of the episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine because it had a train get bricked into a tunnel for the rest of the time because he was mildly lazy. That's definitely fascism for you. Because we need to understand Al-Qaeda.
The KIA convinced President George W. Bush to invade Iraq.
Why not George W. Porsche?
Forced Saddam to take an early exit from life. But the problem was, there was no real credible evidence that Saddam had anything to do with 7-Eleven, or that he even possessed weapons of gas destruction. Even when Sir Miles Axelrod was busted for the all-in-all oil plot in Cars 2, and the Miles files were released, nothing was ever found that tied Saddam to Al-Qaeda. It was revealed, however, in the Miles files that the
Okay, whoa. Is this like done with AI? What?
It was revealed.
What is happening? Like, normally you can read a little bit of the blurred effect. I think this is done with AI. Or is this actually in the show? Or is this in the movie? I'm confused.
However, in the Miles files, that the
Like, it's like hiding Greek letters in the blur.
North Power had played a substantial role in financing and aiding the launch of 7-Eleven.
So it's a moment in the second movie? Oh my god. What the heck were they doing with that effect? Fun fact, there was apparently a Thomas the Tank Engine book that had the N-word in it. Yeah, that's actually what I referred to. I actually talked about it briefly. Oh, that's a different time they use it. They also use it to describe someone running.
The ensuing controversial war on Tyre would wage in the Middle East for many miles.
That's
and
interesting.
Ultimately see the Sudan autocratic regime attempted to be replaced with Speedom and democracy. Sudan himself,
Oh my god.
although attempting to hide,
They should have outlined him in red. That would have been funny. Or even just do an outline of a sedan in red. Whatever.
would ultimately be found
Oh look, by the stack of tires, Chris. By the stack of tires!
totaled by America when they filled his unleaded gas tank with diesel and started his engine. Osama bin Laden, of course, would later be discontinued when President Slowbama ordered a hit and run on the terrorist and his secret garage in Pakistan using Wheel Team 6 and Mater the Green Beretta.
Wheel Team 6.
If there's one thing we can take away from this event in Cars history, it's that regime oil change for any automobile can be quite a costly enterprise.
Great job. That last one. What if this entire thing was built for this pure Enterprise reference? Mator was actually there when Hitler killed himself. Is Mator a character that is in Cars? I have not seen Cars. The entire thing was an Enterprise the entire time. The entire time. Could you please play Great Choice in the Reaction Farm? I'm going to watch this one first, but I will put that one in the next in the queue. The reason I'm putting this one is because this one has Filler's pointed approval.
This week, September 10th through the 16th at 7 p.m., an outdoor dance series, Evening Stars, on stage at the Twin Towers. Presented by Visa with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Featuring Trisha Brown. Dance Theater of Harlem. Paul Taylor Dance. And more. Free. Call 212-435-6600 or visit PANYNJ.gov.
That's how you know that 9/11 was an inside job.
For the next 53 seconds, we'll take an in-depth look inside
Just started.
Diddy parties.
Diddy once threw a party on a jet flying around the world. Now, it started on a Tuesday, and somehow...
You know, I still don't know what happened with P. Diddy. All I know is that Trump should not pardon him.
ended on the previous Sunday. I don't know how he did that.
Now that
This feels fake. Oh my god. Image courtesy of Air Diddy Historical Archives? Is this a sketch that, like... Oh, is this... So there's an interesting method of disinformation that you can do. Where you have a reference to something that already exists as a way to throw it off. Epstein did this. Epstein hired someone to create a fake Jeff Epstein so that when you Googled Jeffrey Epstein, you would go to that result instead. This could be a way of concealing the Diddy parties. Arkham Knight is so good, you regret not playing it sooner, but I'm glad you're playing it now. That's good, I'm glad you're playing it too.
And somehow ended on the previous Sunday. I don't know how he did that.
now that I'm engaged, I've decided to slow down a
Yeah, a lot of people talk about Eminem in a positive way. I just think about him being homophobic.
3 Diddy parties a week. Maybe 4. Well, not including the weekends.
Boy, I remember one day we went to this Diddy party. Well, what happened? Lil Jon forgot his pimp cup. Yep. D-Rock went to Diddy and asked if he had a pimp cup Lil Jon can borrow. And he had a whole bunch of pimp cups. He had a pimp set. It's hard to...
You know what's an actual poorly aged thing? Hopefully it shows up. P. Diddy looking into the child's bedroom as a giant.
Say which is more off the hook, a Diddy party or a Diddy after party, or a Diddy after party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
The Diddy Party legend continues tonight at 8 p.m.
Okay, I guess maybe it's not a sketch.
7 Central.
Blockbuster Total Access. Like Netflix, you get unlimited movies straight to your mailbox.
Get any good ones? Oh, they all die in the end. You never see it coming. She never finds her father. So sad. Alien wins. Ship sinks.
But with Blockbuster Total Access, you can do something you can't do with Netflix. Exchange your movies for new ones right in the store. No extra charge, just in case you need them. Movies through the mail plus movies through the store. One low price. That's Blockbuster Total Access. Get a free trial at your Blockbuster store or Blockbuster.
It's amazing that Blockbuster didn't become like a streaming service.
Blockbuster.com.
Did you have a Blockbuster where you live, Filler? Or are you just having nostalgia for the United States? I have to be honest with you. The United States, sometimes when it comes to British people, like there's some things that I just can't fathom them having a similar experience because I feel like your buildings are all so old that you don't demolish them and build up new buildings. That's my logic. I don't know anything about it. They did try to become a streaming service. Oh wow. Then never mind then. Find it funny when a major celebrity gets called out for being a terrible person, then that post is being how their cameos in a thing aged poorly. Yeah, that is a thing. You always thought of it as failing downwards.
Your Total Access. Get a free trial at your Blockbuster store or Blockbuster.com.
Everywhere I go in America, everywhere I've gone on this fantastic journey.
Oh, okay.
People walk up to me with pictures of their children and say, Governor,
Renting Sonic Adventure 2 perpetually sounds like a nightmare.
I want my child to look at the White House and to be proud.
We need to
of
bring
what
back
he sees.
renting.
I believe it's important for America to have confidence in their leadership. I think it's really important for moms and dads to be able to point to the White House and say, that person has brought honor and dignity to the office.
Yeah. I want you guys to know that George W. Bush does not look any better.
Great meeting, Jim. Should I beam you my notes?
Nope.
Should we prepare a report?
No.
Should we coordinate our schedules for next week? Should we go over the sales projections?
I don't think so.
Review the earnings forecasts?
No.
Should I shut up so you can watch the game?
There you go.
I guess airplanes near the Twin Towers is spooky.
Mr. Fogel, no denying your body's changed over the years.
Yes.
This is, oh god. This guy's story is a nightmare.
Sir, this committee must know, did you ingest anything that helped create this change?
I forgot about this commercial. This would appear a lot. S-cam? Scam?
Your physique.
Yes.
Go on.
Usually a 6-inch turkey breast sub for lunch and a foot-long veggie delight for dinner.
You get those over the counter?
Yes, at a Subway restaurant.
What is this? We're going to need more evidence.
Am I free to go?
Imagine if Mark Zuckerberg's trial went that easily. What a... Yeah, that aged poorly. That... he's a horrible person. Also, I think he's out of jail this year. I think he's out of jail. Hold on, let me find out. Okay, his release date's 2029. I guess I was vertically dyslexic.
This is the fierce snake, the most venomous snake in the world. One bite from him, and it's all over. Yo! Oh, no worries, mate. Luckily, we've had the anti-venom sent from America via FedEx. In my line of work, you're not absolutely sure, you're absolutely...
I don't think this aged poorly. This is literally just Steve Irwin.
Oh, crikey. It appears we've used a different courier who hasn't arrived yet. It's okay because...
That's funny. That didn't age poorly. He did die. That's just it. He's dead. And it wasn't from a snake. The video of poorly aged commercials, Bill Cosby is staring at me in the face and just put something in my drink. Was it grape jello?
At the one and only Gary's Mattress. Now with locations in Koreatown and Little Tokyo. We are Karate.
Okay, this isn't aged poorly. This is just a bad idea.
The prices are just for you. Even we would buy it. At Gary's Mattress, we're blowing up prices. Man on horse, bring gold. For treatment at Gary's Mattress.
Mafia?
I'd be very surprised. We're scalping prices. If you
This feels like a sketch comedy, how bad it is.
find a mattress at a better price, I'll kick a puppy and punch a kitten just for you.
Nick Jr.
Hold on.
For you.
Arial font makes me think it's more real. Let me find out if Gary's Mattress is real. Someone plays Gary's mod. Unless, is there 2 R's? No, there's only 1 R. Okay, it wasn't, yeah, no, this is not real. Though there are Yelp reviews for this place. Sorry. It is confirmed to be a skit, so ignore this one. Okay, sorry.
Nick Jr. presents Bill Cosby.
Hey, hello, Fred.
Hey, is this the one?
I want to talk to you about being 5. Are you 5? Were you 5? Are you going to be 5? See, my friend Little Bill is 5, and he thinks it's great. And you know what? I have to agree with him. See, when you're 5...
His thing is that he's a foot fetishist, right? Like, he prefers his victims to be unconscious and he's just a foot fetishist. It's not that he's a pedophile. I feel like these are two things to lump together that are dangerous.
You get to go to a fantastic place called kindergarten. Okay, so now kindergarten...
I watched Little Bill, too.
You have art time, music time, story time, and play time. And you also get my personal...
That's interesting.
Snack time! Oh! See, when I was 5, we didn't get snack time. We had breakfast, then we had lunch, and when you get to go home, we have dinner.
You know what's weird? The way he speaks sounds like Jesse Lee Peterson. But he's doing it as a way to be funny. Like, his affect is like, he's doing the Jerry Seinfeld humor, not the TV show Seinfeld, although that also has a very similar cadence, where it's his delivery that's supposed to cue you to let you know, you're supposed to laugh here.
But there was no snack time.
The animation looks very fun. Yeah, I like the animation too. My sister is 6 years younger than me, so I get to see a lot of Nick Jr. stuff.
Now you get snack time. This is pure genius. Actually, I think a 5-year-old came up with this whole idea. So, what do you say about being 5? What? I can't hear you. Did you say, it's great to be 5? It's great to be 5. Yes!
Yeah, I don't think this aged poorly at all. This one I'm going to protest against.
Give me 5. Aha.
That's just, in my opinion, that shows he's really good at talking to kids.
I don't know how you
I'm not sure what the joke was with Bill Cosby. Was the joke that he talks in a weird voice? Again, I think it's a Jerry Seinfeld thing where the affect, how he says things, is supposed to make you laugh. That's why he's such a good product for kids, because when you're a child, you're developing your socialization behaviors, and you learn what to laugh at based on, hey, I just get a silly voice. That's when you laugh. And, like, the intonations are where it's at. Aged poorly was Bill Cosby himself, yeah. Oh, look, speaking of people that say things in a way that sounds like you're trying to give your cadence. Comedians, I do like, there's a lot of comedians I like, but also, yeah, most comedy these days is just Rob Schneider. It's so bad.
You do it. I put together some really impressive deals, but this thing you've pulled off,
His hair has always been bad. It's crazy.
it's amazing. A big and tasty for just $1? How do you do it? What's your secret?
I just remembered this commercial.
Got a buck? You're in luck. Because you can get a delicious beefy big and tasty, a McChicken sandwich, and lots of your other favorites on McDonald's Dollar Menu.
I mean, just because Donald Trump is in a commercial doesn't mean it's aged poorly.
Every day. Together, Grimace, we could own this town.
Epstein and Donald Trump colorized. Is he wearing a diaper now? Maybe he's always worn a diaper. Yeah, where's the Epstein? Yeah, is Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein behind the kids' meal? Jimmy Kimmel messing up his hair. Are you sure it's Jimmy Kimmel? I think it's the guy with the suspenders.
Why do I love you? Why does something that feels
Is that P.
so
Diddy
good
again? There you go.
hurt so bad? Do you love me?
Is this actually a commercial or is it a music video?
Believe in me. Love me.
Again, you can't fault, like, okay, when it comes to poorly aged things, I don't think that just existing qualifies in the poorly aged category, because, like, poorly aged means they say something that has an ironic consequence had they known what would happen. Is it for baby oil?
The fragrance for men from Sean John.
Unforgivable? Is it the fact that he's unforgivable? Because that would be funny. It's Kalugna.
Fiesta, it's gonna be a party, y'all. This is my song. 16 years.
If it's a music video, it's going to be a problem streaming this right now. Yeah. Yeah, these commercials are in fact terrible. People were in them, and at the time they knew nothing of what they were doing. Yeah, exactly. These are like forgivable because, like, you really, I don't even know. I've seen some people talk about like how to take pictures with people that you don't know, so you don't look bad later on. Like you just like give friendly thumbs up, like kind of an awkward smile too. I don't know.
Nothing but hits, and they still don't believe. It's only one thing to do, and that is double up. Girl, you wanna come when a woman's fed up. Step in the name of love, but just my mind's telling me I'm a flirt. Soon as I see her walk up in the club. Same girl.
I don't know that celebrity. Sorry.
Girl, same girl.
Oh, okay, that's R. Kelly. Got it. Another pedophile.
The data.
Yeah, R. Kelly had a video leak of him urinating on kids. Yeah, I put Tom Holland in a commercial for my used tires or whatever, and a decade later, it turns out he's a mass murderer and exclusively killed children. I would have had no clue. Exactly. It's not... Yeah. Oh, this is an actual commercial.
There's too much of it.
That's okay.
No, it isn't. Go away. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this. The skip button fades in now, and you're not allowed to click on it until it's actually a solid object. Scummy. Yeah, are we about to launch in Mario Kart? What is this countdown? Was that me?